Leta unyang'anya hapa wewe. Wa mdemni wangu jo. Wa mdemni wangu. Wa mdemni wangu huyo. Na usishike. Usishike unyang'anya. Unyang'anya huyu. Tutulie nini? Tutulie manyoya.
He wasn't trained in elite gyms. He didn't come from privilege, but with stones, grit, and raw hunger, he forced an entire nation to pay attention. Mbavu Destroyer is not just a boxer. He is a symbol of survival, resilience, and the power of social media in rewriting destiny. As of today, Mbavu Destroyer, whose real name is Ferdinando Mondi, is one of Kenya's fastest rising amateur boxing sensations. At just 25 years old, he has transformed from a little-known street fighter into a nationally recognized figure, fueled by viral videos, a high-profile rivalry, and a life-changing boxing event. His journey is not just about punches. It is about poverty, purpose, and the relentless pursuit of a better life. Estimated net worth: 500,000 Kenyan shillings to 2 million Kenyan shillings. Sources: fight earnings and sponsorship pledges, social media influence, and event bonuses and public support. His financial status is rapidly evolving, especially after the highly publicized Vurugu Fight Night event. Early life: born into struggle. Mbavu Destroyer was born in Migori County, Kenya, into a humble background. Raised by a single mother, his early life was shaped by hardship, responsibility, and survival. Like many children from low-income families, Mbavu did not grow up with luxury or stability. Instead, he grew up with one clear understanding: if he wanted a better life, he would have to fight for it, literally. At a young age, he relocated to Nairobi's Eastlands, growing up in areas like Dandora and Botella, neighborhoods known for tough living conditions. These environments shaped his mindset: street awareness, physical toughness, and survival instincts, all of which would later define his fighting style. Education and early hustle. Despite the challenges, Mbavu pursued education, completed primary school, attended Makongeni Secondary School, and sat for his KCSE exams in 2020. He later enrolled in an agricultural engineering course, but life forced him to make a decision: education or survival. He chose survival. To support himself and his family, Mbavu worked as a security guard, earning around 10,000 Kenyan shillings per month. This job, though modest, became the foundation of his discipline and hunger. The birth of Mbavu Destroyer. Mbavu did not start in professional gyms. He started on the streets. Before fame, he was known as a street fighter, relying on raw strength and aggression. With no access to equipment, he trained using stones, building blocks, and homemade weights. This unconventional training caught attention. Soon, videos of him fighting and training began circulating online, especially on TikTok, and something unexpected happened. He went viral. Social media breakthrough. Mbavu's rise is deeply tied to digital exposure. Clips of his intense street fights, unique training methods, and fearless personality began spreading rapidly across Kenyan social media. What made him different? Authenticity: he wasn't polished. Raw aggression, unfiltered fighting style. And relatability: a real hustler chasing change. His nickname, Mbavu Destroyer, became a brand, symbolizing his aggressive, rib-crushing fighting approach. Rivalry with Majembe, the turning point. Every breakout story has a defining moment. For Mbavu, it was his rivalry with Majembe, Portafazadapo. What started as a TikTok beef quickly escalated into one of Kenya's most talked-about boxing events. The fight captured national attention, sold out tickets, attracted major sponsors, and drew support from politicians and celebrities. Even Kenya's President William Ruto stepped in, pledging financial support to both fighters, elevating the event to a national spectacle. This was no longer just a fight. It was a life-changing opportunity. Vurugu Fight Night, a defining moment. Held at the Kasarani Indoor Arena, the fight became one of Kenya's most anticipated events, and a platform for two ordinary men to change their lives. Sponsors, influencers, and fans rallied behind the fighters. Mbavu himself acknowledged the importance of the moment, crediting digital creator Oga Obinna for helping transform his life through the event. For Mbavu, the stakes were clear: win and change his family's future, lose and return to struggle. Personal life and motivation. At the center of Mbavu's story is one powerful motivation: his mother. Raised by a single parent, he has repeatedly expressed his desire to build her a house, lift her out of poverty, and give her a better life. His journey is not driven by fame, but by responsibility. You can't get a mother twice, let her smile. This emotional anchor resonates strongly with fans, making him more than just a fighter. He is a symbol of hope, fighting style, and identity. Mbavu Destroyer's boxing style reflects his upbringing: aggressive, physical, and relentless. Unlike technically trained fighters, his approach is raw, explosive, and unpredictable. This makes him exciting to watch, dangerous in the ring, and popular with fans. His identity is built on authentic street power, not polished technique. Career outlook: 2026 and beyond. As of April 2026, Mbavu stands at a crossroads. He has national attention, growing fan base, financial opportunities, and access to professional training. The question is no longer whether he can fight. It is whether he can transition from viral fame to a sustainable career. If he adapts to professional boxing, maintains discipline, and builds his brand, he could become one of Kenya's most recognizable boxing personalities. Mbavu Destroyer's story is not just about boxing. It is about opportunity meeting preparation, social media changing lives, and struggle transforming into purpose. He represents a new generation where fame doesn't come from institutions, it comes from visibility. And sometimes all it takes is a phone camera, a moment, and the courage to fight for more. In a world where many are overlooked, Mbavu Destroyer proved one thing: even from the toughest streets, a name can rise and shake an entire nation.